guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope this finds you well. Happy New Year. First reading for the new year. I do have a couple of announcements, so I just want to go through that. If you're not interested, just scroll forward a little bit and you'll see when I start pulling cards. But two things. I did a 2022 wrap-up reading the first half of December, so you may want to go back and watch that if you missed it to see what it is that you might need to let go of from 2022, what you're closing out. Then I did a 2023 tarot forecast, so that's more predictive, looking forward for the year. Those were really wonderful readings, and the extended for that was the romance reading, and I'm giving all the signs a little sneak peek of what came through. You can choose to watch that extended. I priced them specially for the holidays. So the question was, is someone new coming on your path in 2023? Romantic interest, of course, or is someone returning from the past? You got a yes for someone returning from the past, and the signs that came through were Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and then in the clarifiers, Pisces, Sag again, Virgo, Gemini, and the fire signs. Now, when it came to someone new coming on your path, the answer was no, but the caveat is that someone might try. And you're just either not feeling it or they move too slow because it was heavy earth energy, Virgo, Taurus. So just wanted to make you aware of that in case you wanted to take advantage of looking at that reading for more on your love life. And then the second thing I want to announce is for those of you who have opted in for the all access pass to all of the extendeds, and that includes the ones I've uploaded from the very beginning. So when you opt in for the all access pass, you get all the morning musings, which are usually just for channel members on YouTube. You get not just the extendeds from the day that you join, you get access to everything. So just so you know, it's all there, which makes it a really good value. But it's like Netflix for all my extendeds. You don't get a link every day. It's not like that. You have an account. You have to go into momence.com, momence.com. When you purchase using an email address. That's your username. Hopefully you created a password. If you didn't, you're going to need to. But once you get in there, your subscription is there because of your email address. So once you're in, on the left-hand side navigation bar, you're going to see My Memberships. It's a clickable link. Click that. Then you're going to see active subscriptions. You want to click on active subscriptions and then go to video library. And that's how you get in, and that's how you check it every day. The morning musings are uploaded between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern time, when I upload them. So you go in and check to see if there's anything new. And I go in order of the zodiac. So if you're ever like, what's coming next, go in order of the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, and it's all there for you. So I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, here we go. New year, new you. What is going on here? So the Four of Cups is the overall energy. So there's some missed opportunity here or disenchantment, feeling some emotional disconnect for you here. Okay, and there may be an apology that's been needed for that. I'm going to pull the cards, then I'll walk you through, and then I'll clarify. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Everybody's getting this Queen of Wands. I love it. It's the year where Stella gets her groove back is kind of how it's coming through. But so here's what I see closing out from 2022. Part of it is just, this has been something that has weighed on you. You definitely need to unburden yourself and kind of find your way back to your beliefs about conventional committed relationship, your faith in that they even exist or could even be a thing. This can be a card of, what we make vows to, but to me it's coming through as you've been waiting for some kind of apology. Yeah, you've been waiting for it. It's like I just feel as if you're done waiting, you're done carrying this burden. It has definitely maybe thrown you into a crisis of faith. Challenged your faith and belief in In conventional committed relationships, can they really exist? It's coming in as a big question mark, because then we've got the High Priestess with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is, showed up in your morning musing, but it's kind of like, where we focus on creative solutions to a problem. And now I see this Ace of Wands, which is this divine gift of inspired passion. And you might be getting some intuitive hits as to what you need to work on to kind of get the passion back. So I'm feeling as if 2022 was very disappointing. And right there we go. That's the overall energy. And you didn't get the message of love from the heart or something sincere or a message of apology that you really needed, but you're kind of like done with it. You're like, okay, well, I'm letting it go. I'm getting back to who I am at my core. This can also be who you are at your core. And now your intuition is kind of like, well, I think I know what I need to focus on to get the passion back. And then going forward, we've got the Emperor, yes, the Death card, absolutely, and that Queen of Wands. So there's the fire, there's the passion between Queen of Wands and the Emperor. And in the middle is an opportunity. Notice the white rose, that's a symbol of peace on that flag. Notice the sun breaking on the horizon, even though we've got a dismal setting here. The truth of the Death card isn't that it isn't about death. It's about once we release, once we offload negative karma, heavy burdens, we have the opportunity for growth and change and transformation. And that's what I think I see happening here. So I'll pull the clarifiers, and of course everything will change, but that's okay. We've got the Four of Cups. Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands. Yeah, you see clearly that you kind of need to let it go, closing out a painful cycle. I love the tens here. I do feel like this is representing the end of that, this past year, and maybe even longer beyond that. It's just time to kind of let it go and make peace with it on some level. Queen of Swords is kind of coming through practical and saying, yeah, what's done is done. I need to cut it out. Cut it out, literally, like cut this out of my life and release this heavy burden, unburden myself completely. Didn't get the apology I might have wanted, but I'm not going to carry it anymore. I'm not going to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders anymore. Oh, my little kitten is getting up and stretching, and I see him, and he is wanting to knock. He's going to knock into the camera. He was trying to get out. He's too big for where he's seated right now, but not much I can do. Okay. Leo. So I'm looking at, yes, you've waited forever. Ooh, interesting. We get the Queen of Wands again. So this tells me that on some level, your sense of personal empowerment kind of took a hit, because it's from under the deck. So it wasn't really working for you. You weren't feeling very empowered, possibly even feeling disempowered, because there's all this stagnant energy, things just being up in the air and no real way to kind of move forward. And I think you were stuck for quite some time, waiting for some message from your person, from the heart. And now it's time to kind of offload that heavy burden, that negative energy. As I said, let me look at the Hierophant. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Emperor. Yeah, I do. I feel like you've come to terms with things like, I got to be true to myself. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Right? If they're meant to return, if it's fate, they'll return. If we're meant to be together and have some kind of committed energy, we'll have it. The King of Swords underneath suggests to me that this person has been a little aloof and distant, which makes perfect sense for the Four of Cups. And so what I'm getting, and I love that we have a King and Queen of Swords. That's a good mental match right there. But it feels to me like this person has left you hanging, which leaves you feeling rejected, which disempowers you somewhat to some degree. But I kind of feel like you resolved it all, or at least you're in the process of resolving it all by saying, look, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And I can't keep holding on to all of this. Okay, because that's where the burden is the holding on to it. So let's look at the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you've done the Eight of Pentacles again. So I'm going to look at that with the Ace of Wands as well, since it's coming out here. I think you've done a lot of inner work. We've got the Hermit. You've spent quite a bit of time on a solitary journey of self-exploration, personal growth, introspection, and I think you're poised. You've sorted it all out. You've focused on the details, right? Creative solutions to a problem in the connection, and I'm feeling like you know what you want to say. It's almost like you've rehearsed it. So you're going to be able to trust. That's where you are right now, trusting your intuition about what needs to be said. What would be the right words to say in the situation to seek solutions to the problems, especially with you feeling sort of put on ice because of that Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Two of Pentacles. There's been nothing. So let's see the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. So this person, I feel like they've been completely complacent. No real action has been taken, and that's part of the problem, because the Ace of Wands is all action, right? Unless it's not. Failure to launch. So I feel that's been the problem, and that's caused a lot of disappointment, unhappiness, feelings of like, have I made a mistake? Have I lost so much time? All the conflict rising up because somebody rested on their laurels. That Nine of Cups isn't always about wish fulfillment. Sometimes it's somebody saying, yeah, I kind of like things the way they are, but you haven't liked them the way they are. Does that make sense? So like there's more than one person here. So what I'm seeing here is you, excuse me, you kind of sizing up the conflict and seeing the disparity here. You feeling like something's being lost to you, the other person feeling like, yeah, I'm all right with the way things are. I don't see a need for change. And you're like, yeah, no, we have to fix this. So this is where you are right now, is in that frame of seeing clearly, or at least having a sense of what needs to be focused on, Eight of Pentacles, because you've explored for yourself where things have gotten derailed. And you're open to communicating about it, and you probably have everything you want to say ready to go. How Capricornian, if you're here, is the Capricorn. Okay, so that makes sense to me. Now, where are you headed? We've got the Emperor and the Death card. Justice, Seven of Swords, Death again. I'm going to do this first, Death and the Queen of Wands. Yes. Yes. Booyah. Okay, so I'm glad I did that, because sometimes when the Death card comes out twice, I feel like Spirit's trying to give me a message. Like, Laura, you missed something. But I don't think I missed it. I think something has needed to change. Things have not been very much on a level playing field. And I feel like this person, I feel like I'm talking to a feminine, and there's a divine masculine, and it's not gender-based. It's just an energy. Comes in with some measure of accountability. It's almost like they accept responsibility for avoiding you, or for maybe, sometimes we lie by omission of fact. We're not liars in essence, but we don't tell the whole story. And sometimes that leaves somebody thinking something is going to happen, and it doesn't happen. And we're waiting, and we're holding out hope, or we're, losing hope or faith, and it just becomes a real fustercluck. And I kind of feel like that's what needs to change. And I see this divine masculine accepting that measure of accountability or responsibility for it. And so therefore things can change. And then, right, we've got that's what you've been thinking underneath. And when I pull from the bottom of the deck, for those who are new, it's what's playing out in your unconscious awareness, in your psyche, or behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, this person has become aware that things need to change. In your psyche, you're saying your energy is all about right under the surface. It's not something you think about daily, is, you know, something needs to change or we're done here. Like, I can't carry this anymore. So that's what I see happening going forward. And then when I pulled the Death card with the Queen of Wands, I get exactly what I said. You're getting your power back by manifesting and using your intuition, because you're choosing the path forward. And the path forward requires growth and change and transformation and releasing things that, whether it's behavior patterns, communication dynamics, you know, whatever it is that's been off between you, it's about releasing that, and then it's about transforming it into something where you feel more empowered, less disempowered, less emotional distance and rejection. So I kind of feel like you manifest something out of whole cloth here, which is not usually what I see, but it's because you're determined and focused, even, you know, in your unconscious awareness and in your conscious awareness. On both levels, you call in all your intuitive gifts. You call in your inner knowing of what needs to be done, what needs to be said, in exactly what time frame, with what words, you know, to kind of get this person on seeing things from, you know, a different perspective, maybe trusting that if it's meant to be, it'll be, and then setting things in motion, because that's what the Two of Wands is all about. What do you want? And what do you need to set in motion? What action do you need to take to get yourself to that end goal? And it's trusting your intuition. We've got the High Priestess twice. It's about releasing things that are in the way, that don't serve anymore, and then transforming what has not really worked for you into something that's more workable. And I'm saying that because the Eight of Pentacles. So really interesting reading. Let me give you the astrology that showed up here. Queen of Swords is Libra. The Hanged Man is Pisces. The Page of Cups is, the pages are all signs, so it's all the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Wands is Aries. She's out twice. Hierophant is Taurus. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. That's a card of Jupiter. We've got the Emperor out twice. That's Aries. We've got the King of Swords is Aquarius. High Priestess is out twice, Pisces. The Hermit is Virgo. We've got Justice is Libra. A double hit of the Death card is Scorpio. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini, a card of Mercury, which is about to station direct on the 18th. That's what we've got. Okay, so if this is speaking to you, there's a link in the description box in the first sentence that will take you to the extended, where I take it a little deeper and make it more personal. So I hope to see you there. Otherwise, bye for now.